Welcome back, everybody. Today we got another Kevin Samuels classic. And trust me, this one goes left fast.
Here you go.
Oh, okay. You can hear me now.
Yeah, I can. What do you got for me?
Okay, so
Okay, what
um,
you're going to have to do is you're going to have to close the YouTube channel in the background. Stop looking at YouTube. See, I still hear
okay.
me. I still hear me. Close YouTube.
Okay, I closed it.
Okay, what do you got for me?
So my question for you was, um, you asked the question about do women want to be a sugar baby or a wife?
Yes.
And and my thing was, um, is there anything that would stand in the way of a woman being both?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. First thing, you got to be fine enough.
Well, okay, say that you do have the looks and you have the conversation
Okay. Are we talking
and
about
you're
you or we talking about in general?
so for me when I met my husband, I was a sugar baby when I met him,
Okay.
and I didn't approach him as a sugar baby, but I used the same techniques to make him fall in love with me. So that's why I was saying a woman can be both, in my opinion.
I never said they couldn't be. I said that some people, some women don't want to be a wife. They just want a man's money. And if you just want a man's money, be a sugar baby. Don't try to hustle and finesse him. That's what I said.
But
That's not.
sometimes
Hold on.
relationships can.
Go
Oh,
ahead.
I'm sorry, you weren't finished.
Well, I was gonna say number two. And in order to be a sugar baby, you need to look good. I mean, if you used to sugar, I'm quite sure you've seen some women saying they want to be sugar babies who look like they were sweet and low or NutraSweet.
Actually, in my experience, um, it seemed to me that the women who had the more unattractive features, but perhaps a banging body, but very good conversation, got the most.
Okay. Okay. What else were you gonna say?
So, one more thing. I actually currently started watching you, and another question that I had was, since it's okay for black men to compare black women to other races of women,
mm,
do you think that it's fair for black women to judge where black men are status wise compared to other men?
what does your husband have to say about it?
My husband's not black.
Regardless, what does he have to say about it?
As far as what? The question I just asked you?
Yeah.
Well, it's not really a conversation that we have.
Why not?
We spend our time on more important subjects.
Well, I guess, but you're a married woman and you've been watching me, so it's important enough to take away from your more important time. So I would assume you could talk about that with him and ask him.
Well, I actually stumbled across your videos when I was looking for men's like
Let me go ahead and cut to the chase, ma'am. The question you
okay.
asked me basically is: Black men judge women. Is it okay for black women to judge black men? Your sugar baby, which I have no problem with, and your sugar baby married to a white man?
He's Italian. He
White.
wouldn't say that he's
He's white.
white.
We know that means white. Rocky was white. So what you're asking is it okay for a black woman who's married to I don't care who you judge, but my question is why do you care about any of this? You're married.
Well, the thing is, I just feel like um, I read a lot of your uh, your chat room and
How long you been
your
married?
comment section.
Okay, how do you have any kids?
Yes, I do.
Okay. I gotta ask, ma'am. You're a married woman with children. Why are you on in these spaces?
I actually found your channel when I was looking for ways to encourage my husband, like to find a new cologne and suits and things like that.
Which is
And
good.
then,
Well,
and then
those
I,
videos are perfect, but these is it like a
and
guilty
then I
pleasure?
kind
You
of
just kind
got
of peeking
caught
in and
up
say, "What's
on
going on
your.
over there?"
Yeah, I was being nosy.
Okay. Well, if you watch my video, you would know the question you asked me was disingenuous. Do I deal with black men who are lesser earning? What kind of men do I deal with here?
Well, no, I'm not saying that
I'm
you
just
deal
asking
with
if you watch my
black
if
men
you
who
watch my
are.
if you watch my content, what caliber of men do I address here?
You address high earning men,
Right. So why
but
would I so why
also
so as such, why would I have to make an argument regarding lower value or lower earning men if that's my target market? See, the way the question came across, ma'am, is if black men are going to have something to say about black women, it's always, well, black women should have something to say about black men. And I got to be honest, as a black woman who married out, it's kind of hard to hear that, especially when you're married with kids. It's like you got no dog in this fight. It's almost like women in your position just want to throw shit at black men. And I'm cool, but just say, I just want to throw shit at niggas.
no, I wouldn't say that I would want to throw anything at anyone. I was just stating that um, when you do talk to black men, they're quick to have excuses for the things that they lack in.
What black men are you talking to?
I mean, I mean, even before I was married to my husband, and
And you've been
I
married
would
how
be
long?
dating
You've been married how long?
I've been married for 7 years.
All right, man. I gotta ask. You've been married for 7 years. What does conversations with black men making excuses 7, 8 years ago have to do with you right now? I'm curious.
Well, I was curious to the way that your whole thing is like set up to kind of um, make make five and sixes and sevens feel like they don't have a chance with high value
No, ma'am. If
men.
you're gonna quote me, no, ma'am. If you're gonna quote me right. I've already addressed this multiple times. I have 3 videos on it. See, what I'm getting from you is if you're a married woman of 7 years and you have children, why do you care about what's going on in the current mating and dating market? You have no dog in this fight. You have no children that are going to be. What do you care?
Well, I care about black women and I'm very involved in
Okay.
my I'm
So
very
how many?
involved in
So
the
so how are you helping black women get married?
yes, I
How?
do by um, getting therapy,
Hmm.
by suggesting
How many have you
different
got? How many have you
ways that
assisted?
they
How many
act
did
in
you assist to
certain
get married last year?
actually too.
Good. I had 7, and I don't do that. And I preach all this stuff. If you watch my channel, you should really have nothing else to say other than I'm seeing a black man over here who shows his work and walks it like he talks it and has receipts to back it up. Instead of questioning what I say about the women I talk about, when I say a 4, 5, or 6 is an average looking woman, and average looking women don't get above average earning men after they have that money. You want an above average earning man, you better get him young. See, I'm going to
But
just be
if you
honest with you.
come
I'm going
to
to
the
be honest with you,
suburbs,
ma'am. No, no, ma'am. A lot of, and I don't do the racial thing, man, but
mm,
it is hard to hear black women who marry out, who have their nose in black people's business. It's really hard to hear that, especially when you want to
I'm still
hold
black
on.
though.
When I say, you so glad I said what? So
No,
glad
I said that I'm still black. You
you're
said
still
that you don't know
black.
why I
You're
get
still
my
black,
nose
and here's
in
the
black
thing: you're still
people's
black,
business.
and
So
here's the thing: you can still be black. I didn't take your blackness away. You're married. That's what I've been focusing on more than anything else. The things you've been talking about, picking out of my conversation, my video, you've not been correct about. You've been off base. But everything you've said has come from a preconceived or confirmation bias standpoint. You're having a conversation about a group of men that I don't address, issues that I don't cover. Over here, I tell men to pay 100% of everything, and you better be the top and the best at what you do. I'm dealing with the top 10%, trying to become top 5% of men. But sadly, instead of championing and saying, good, I'm glad to see black men doing that. They're competing out here and it looks like this brother's doing something successful, or else he wouldn't have 1,500, 2,000 people in his channel. Why are black women coming to listen and ask me questions? Apparently, women see some value, even if you may have a problem with it. And I will tell you this, my platform, my
I'm not
program,
saying
my
that I have a
platform, my
problem with
program, and what I'm doing is working just fine to help black women and other women get what they want. If you got something for them, great. But don't pick at my stuff because I'm not doing anything other. I can back up what I say. If you got issues other places with other black men, knock it out. But that ain't here.
well, okay, I guess if that's the way that you're going to go with this
No,
and make
what
it
other
seem
way
as
should
if
I go
I'm
with it, ma'am?
against
What other way
you,
should I go with it? You've said nothing positive. You've said nothing admirable. It's been, well, the way you talk and the way you say this and the way you said that, and you've been wrong. And then you talk about the way black men are, and I said, I don't deal with those black men. And you have not yet said, you know what? I didn't know that. Maybe I should go back and do my research. You have not once said, maybe I'm off base.
and what exactly do you think that I'm off base about?
The
That
fact that you
black women
the
shouldn't.
fact that you're a married woman with children and you shouldn't even be in this space. You should be off with your husband and children living your life. This has nothing to do with you.
I mean, well, it's the
I
internet, it's
asked you if
entertainment.
it's that important, ma'am. If it's that important, I would think if it's that important, the time you spent watching this show and even calling me, you should be doing it with your leader. And if you happen to run it across your husband, it ain't that important.
And
Yes.
why would I?
Why
That
would you run
doesn't
it
even
across
make
him? Because
sense.
he's your husband. Apparently, his word should matter more than some strange guy you don't know. See, you're a busybody.
Well, I guess that's the difference between
No.
a high value Caucasian man and a high value black man because I don't have to run every little conversation I have
Well, then
through him.
then congratulations, you are winning. You have Waldo. Congratulations, ma'am. You've won with your high value white man. Live your best life, sis. Go be the example.
You're being very defensive, and I'm not
No,
even
I'm not
trying
being
to come
defensive.
off as if
I'm just tired of your shit. You got nothing. And you came over here with
What I have is
you came over here with pretense. Take your ass back to Swirl Nation, where your arguments about black men being dusty and underperforming will do, because I don't give a shit what your white man is producing for you. He can't hold a candle to me. And if he can, good for him. I still got my shit together, and so do a lot of my guys over here. See, that's what these swirl chicks like her don't get. I don't give a shit about I'm not intimidated by your white man. I beat white men for my entire career. You're a nosy busybody. You're a married woman. I need you guys to ask yourself a question. Thank you for calling in. Thank you for calling in. And I hope your husband hears this conversation, because his wife is representing him exceptionally well. But I'll let you go ahead and have a last word. Oh, she dropped off. I mean, do you not get the nerve of this? You see? There are some black women that are so stuck on black men being less than. They cannot accept that black men can be capable, competent, and the things they say they are. They're going to find a way to make you not be what it is. And she showed it. I pushed her, and she finally gave it up. Well, I guess that's the difference between a black man and a white man. That's what you wanted to say. Apparently you ain't too goddamn happy with your white man, because you over here watching the black man the entire time. We get it. We get it. We know what's going on, sis. If Rocky was taking care of business, you wouldn't be sneaking over watching your Godfather. Ooh, hurts, don't it?
This conversation was unusual because the caller's question didn't seem to match her own situation. She introduced a discussion about whether a woman could successfully transition from being a sugar baby to becoming a wife. At first, it sounded like she was speaking from personal experience or asking for advice about her own future. However, as Kevin asked more questions, it became clear that she had already been married for 7 years and had children. That completely changed the direction of the conversation. Kevin questioned why she was spending time discussing a hypothetical situation that didn't directly relate to her own marriage. Throughout the call, the conversation became increasingly difficult to follow because the caller continued introducing scenarios and opinions that seemed disconnected from her actual circumstances. Kevin repeatedly tried to bring the discussion back to her own life, asking why she wasn't focusing on the marriage she already had instead of debating issues that appeared unrelated to her. His broader point was that if someone is already married, important relationship questions are often best addressed with the person they're sharing their life with. Rather than seeking answers about hypothetical dating situations from a radio host, Kevin suggested that honest conversations between spouses are usually far more valuable. Another theme that emerged was staying focused on the issues that genuinely affect your own life. Kevin implied that it's easy to become distracted by online debates, hypothetical relationship scenarios, or other people's choices while overlooking the work required to maintain your own marriage. The biggest takeaway from this conversation is that relationship advice is most useful when it's applied to your own circumstances. Before worrying about someone else's dating journey or hypothetical situations, it's worth asking whether your own relationship deserves more of your time, communication, and attention. What do you think? Should married people spend less time debating hypothetical relationship scenarios and more time investing in conversations with their spouse?